So here's a video that I found today online on social media that's being shared. You know, there's the old saying, you know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, well, you can't get fooled again. Sorry. Fool me twice and shame on me. So this is a video of good old Peter Buttigieg being compared to none other than Barack Obama. And you might notice there's a shocking, frightening similarity between how both of them are speaking. It's almost like the DNC is giving Buttigieg some cliff notes on how to speak and maybe convince people that, oh, yeah, this is the guy we want because he talks so well. But
before we do it, when we finish the clip, Kate will give us his own impersonation of Obama.
Mm-hmm.
And here we go.
Let's watch it.
The way we do every other election, by giving it to the person who got the most votes. Just a thought. Brings us
because
together. Now, this country was built.
And
it is a
water
movement
coolers,
reaching into
and
church basements and barber
and in our
shops, into
schools,
universities and
with our
union
kids.
halls.
And if the voice
we can
can
light
change
up
the
the
world,
neighborhood, then we
it
can
can
light up
change
the
the
city.
city.
Shines as a beacon around the world once more.
This is our chance to answer that call.
Wow.
Wait, we got to hear this though. Since it's clearly perfectly okay, and all the neoliberals have accepted, Pete Buttigieg literally like, I'm just gonna take what Obama did and just be that. Kit, why don't you give us a little bit of your Obama rendition? Tell what Obama thinks about Pete.
Folks, it's me, Obama. Look, that in 2008, I want to be clear that I was running a progressive campaign. Really convinced a lot of people that I was going to fight for Medicare for all, but I didn't. But with the way I was voting and the way I was running my campaign, I was telling people that we got to come together. And let me be clear. Oh my God! Sorry, guys. I almost got. I had to fight against Obama. Yeah, I'm back. The warp. Thankfully, Magnus the Red.
You must got taken over.
Magnus the Red decided to help me out. You know, always trust in Zinch.
There you go.
All right, let's
to the
be
5
serious.
people that got it, let's continue.
Yeah. Let's be clear about this, okay? We're dealing with a problem with the DNC. They're assuming that we're stupid enough to follow along with this, these talking points and these false promises. We're seeing who Pete Buttigieg really is. Does he care about us being a shining city on the hill? The answer is no. Look at how he was mayor of South Bend, Indiana. Gentrification's running amok. Police corruption. And the only way to really get access to Mayor Peter Buttigieg was to talk to his donors and his lobby groups. That's the only way you could get anything done in South Bend, Indiana. We did a story on South Bend, Indiana, how the residents are warning America, stay away from Pete Buttigieg. I mean, that's it. I mean, when we look at Obama, let's look at his legacy. At the end of the day, with Obama and his presidency, all it did was create a pathway for Donald Trump to get into office. I mean, that's really Obama's final legacy, is that he never followed through with any of his progressive policies. He had an open window, a real open opportunity to bring in Medicare for all and fight for numerous other progressive issues. He had a solid Democratic majority in the Senate and House, but because of money in politics, because Democrats are just as corrupt as Republicans, he chose not to. In fact, Obama said that he's Republican light. And let's look at Pete Buttigieg. Is he a consistent progressive? The answer is no. He's got 40 billionaires backing his campaign. He's got billionaires telling him what to do. He's got lobby groups telling him what to do. And he's running these negative ads against Bernie Sanders and his supporters and smearing them. When, if you look at some of Pete Buttigieg's supporters and what they have said online to, people like Nina Turner, for example. Or us, yeah. It's pretty negative, too. So when I look at that video, all I see is two hypocrites talking. And if that offends anyone, well, too bad, because Peter Buttigieg, however, is a hypocrite. And that's it. It's a fact. No argument about it.
Well, I mean, it's clear that Pete, from the very beginning, has been trying to emulate the Obama campaign. And I was just thinking, is Obama really a progressive? Well, he made me progressively more disappointed in him the longer he went along. But that's all I wanted to say. That was my little thing. So
I think it's actually really funny. I mean, Pete is really sticking with his history of taking things away from black people and giving them to white people. I mean, he's really good at that. And here we are literally copying the phraseology and the timing and the cadence of Obama speaking. I mean, it's like, I guess Obama wasn't using those speaking fees anymore, so he just sent them all over to Pete. This is unimpressive, unexpected. I mean, it's really none of those things. This is exactly what we come to expect from Pete, a man who says he knows 8 languages, only turning out he doesn't. A man who, that was interesting. If you go back to at the beginning of the election, before Pete decided that I love corruption, let me just jump into a pool made of gold. When he first started, it was, hey, I think Medicare for All is really good. That's a really good idea. Do you remember when he used to talk like that?
Yeah.
And I have a slightly different plan. I'm working on it, but I basically have Medicare. It's my own version of Medicare for All. Then the billionaires started coming in, the wine canes early on, the first couple months in. And then it was, Bernie doesn't really have it figured out with Medicare. I have a better Medicare for All that's going to be better for the American people.
And what is it? It's non-existent.
Bernie can't do it. Then it moved back a little bit further, and more billionaires, more wine caves. Then it's Bernie has a really, really bad plan that's going to cost too much money and take away your health care. I'm going to make a plan that doesn't take away your health care and is basically like exactly what we have right now. And now to this day, it is, what's healthcare? I mean, Bernie's plan is terrible, but I sound like Obama.
Yeah. And how's that turning out? Paul, final word.
Yeah. What do you want healthcare for? You're already healthy.